everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance's weekly Blue Bag Lunch live stream happening here each and every Friday in March. The reason for the stream-in is National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to spend the next 18 minutes, give or take, talking about the awesome ways you can get involved in Awareness Month. But first, we have some breaking news.
This is a breaking news update from the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. The Alliance is taking its mission to end colorectal cancer to the President's House. Here is CEO Michael Sapienza with more.
Hello, Nation of Allies in the colorectal cancer community. Michael Sapienza here, the CEO of the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. You're probably wondering why I'm here near the White House. Well, it's because I'm joining the entire Moonshot team for the Colorectal Cancer Forum. Yours truly will be there with a bunch of other of our communities, really putting a stake in the ground about lives saved from all cancers in the next 25 years. So joining President Biden, the First Lady, in that mission. We'll be joined by Craig Melvin from our board, Chadwick Boseman's wife, Simone, Dr. John Marshall, our board chair, Lee Dranikoff, and others. So we hope you will join us live Friday, March 10th. So thank you, and let's end this disease in our lifetime.
Tune into the Cancer Moonshot Colorectal Cancer Forum today at 3 p.m. Eastern.
If you didn't catch that QR code on your phone, you can always rewind this video, but we'll also post the link in the comments below. So today is March 10th, which brings with it a slew of national observances that are, I would say, somewhat tangentially related to our business here. For starters, it's National Pack Your Lunch Day. We're here at the Blue Bag Lunch, so I hope you're enjoying something tasty out there. It's also National Day of Awesomeness. If you're watching this, I'd say this day is dedicated to you. Are you a patient, survivor, caregiver, a medical professional? Maybe you're an advocate. Well, let me tell you, if you're any of those things, it's my honor to inform you that you are awesome. So tell us your story in the comments. Tell us why you're awesome. And finally, it's the super well-known, highly anticipated, globally celebrated Festival of Life and Cracks Day. If you don't know what that is, and I don't know how anyone could possibly not know what that is, according to nationaltoday.com, the Festival of Life and Cracks Day celebrates the sprouting of greenery in the cracks of sidewalks ahead of springtime. It acknowledges the complexity of the cycle of life, including renewal and rebirth, and encourages appreciation of the gloriness of life. I really love all of that. And maybe it's just because it's my job here at the Alliance, but Life and Cracks Day just has me thinking about something else, which is, of course, colorectal cancer screening and its life-saving power. Nice transition, huh? So that's right. Getting checked for colorectal cancer is the #1 way to prevent this disease, the 4th most common and the 2nd deadliest cancer in the US. It's a message we focus on all year here at the Alliance, but especially during Awareness Month. A little later, we'll have a guest on to share how you can learn more about which screening is right for you, or how to share that life-saving message with friends and family. But to help push our message of getting forward ahead, the Alliance just released a brand new PSA, subtly named But Stuff. If you haven't caught it yet on your local TV or radio station, no fear, because I am going to play it right here.
You should have gotten a colon cancer screening, but stuff came up.
I said I wouldn't do this.
You said you'd get it taken care of, but stuff. Scheduling a colonoscopy was always at the top of your to-do list, but stuff.
Yes.
But did you know that colorectal cancer is the 2nd deadliest cancer? So if you are 45 and older, it's time to take care of your screening. It's the best way to prevent colon cancer, and there are multiple screening options available. Talk to your healthcare provider. and choose the one that's right for you. To learn more or find patient support, visit the Colorectal Cancer Alliance at ccalliance.org or call 877-422-2030. Don't let butt stuff get in the way of your screening.
I'm joined now by the Alliance's Amy Ganderson, our Senior Director of Digital Strategy and the brains behind this funny PSA. Thank you for joining us, Amy.
Thanks for having me, Stephen.
Oh, for sure. So I have a couple questions for you about this PCA. First up, what was the goal with this?
Yeah, so a PSA is short for a public service announcement. So at the Alliance, we created this public service announcement to educate the public about the importance of colorectal cancer screening. So on-time screening, beginning at the age of 45, is essential to really catching it early. And as you mentioned earlier, right, it's the number one way to prevent it. I think it's also like a critical time to get the message out there since the guidelines have changed, right? And people may still think, oh, 50 is when I need to get screened, right? But when actuality, it's really 45 is that new age.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. The second question is about the humor involved. It seems like humor is in a lot of healthcare campaigns these days. Why did it feel like the right approach for this PSA, given the serious condition that we're addressing?
Yeah, great question. Simply, I think when we were thinking about creating this, we wanted just to get people's attention, right? And in order to do that, you need to stand out from the other messages out there. I can relate to this PSA personally. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I have a crazy life. I am that mom, that soccer mom. But at the same time, you really need to take the time and take like the moment to take ownership of your own health, right? You have to think about talking to your healthcare provider. It needs to be on your to-do list. And that one appointment, that one conversation, that one screening can really, in fact, save your life.
Thank you, Amy. Last question. Where can people see or hear this PSA?
Yeah, I mean, keep your eyes and your ears open. It's going to be really anywhere across both radio and TV throughout the whole rest of the year. So if you see it, let us know. We love it when people like flag it for us and stuff. It's we're really excited about it, and we can't wait to just get the message out there.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for coming on to the Blue Bag Lunch today.
Thank you.
All right, so let's say you care about preventing colorectal cancer. I think many of you probably do. Does that sound like you? How can you raise awareness among friends and family and your community? What actions can you take? Well, I have a guest now. She has some awesome ways to help you convey the power of preventative screening throughout March and beyond. I have a few more guests here to share their resources with you, but first, is our social media rock star and senior digital media coordinator, Katie Miller. Thank you for being here, Katie.
Hey.
All right, Katie. So is it true that raising awareness this March is as easy as copy and paste?
It is, Stephen, and here's how. First, you're going to go to our social media press kit. We'll put the link in the comments, but if you're the type of person that likes to write the URL, it's on your screen now. When you go to the website, here's what you'll see. It might look a little different on mobile versus desktop, but the process is still the same. The page contains numerous pre-written social media posts with graphics. You can choose one that resonates with you the most. If you don't see the whole image, just click on the post and it'll show the whole graphic. Also, these captions are great options and starting points, but if you want to switch up the language to best match you, please do. But how do you get it on social media? That's easy. Find the post you like for the platform you use and just click the button that says post a timeline, tweet, download, or share. Each platform has their own graphic sizing, so be sure to select the right platform which you want to share on. If you click post a timeline for Facebook or download for Instagram, you'll go to a page that looks like this. Just follow the steps on the screen, 1, 2, 3, and you're done. This is where you can switch up the caption, as I mentioned before. If you click the tweet for Twitter or share for LinkedIn, You'll be prompted to log in, possibly do a security check, and then your chosen post will be pre-populated like this. Just click tweet or post in the lower right corner and you're on your way to preventing colorectal cancer.
Thank you, Katie. Are there any other ways that people can share on social media?
Of course. You can also share any Colorectal Cancer Alliance post directly to your social media feeds by clicking the share button. You can even do it with this broadcast. Try it by hitting share on the lower right-hand corner of this window.
Thanks, Katie. And thank you for everything you do to raise colorectal cancer awareness.
Thanks, Steve. Our nation of allies are the ones that make a difference in spreading the word, so keep up the great work this March.
All right, so let's say you're not really a social media person. You're more of a person and you want to communicate in real life. I know it's scary, but some people do it. Then head over to ccalliance.org/March. I'm putting up, there's the URL now on your screen. There you will find a link to order 100 of these awareness brochures totally free, although we do need your help to pay for shipping. The brochures include information about colorectal cancer, risk factors, screening, and provide a link to our screening quiz, which we'll hear about in a second. So what can you do with 100 of these things? We recommend taking them to civic centers, churches, recreation facilities, doctor's office, coffee shops, and anywhere people may gather so that they can learn more about colorectal cancer and how to prevent it. To get yours free, just click the link and use the code 100FREE at checkout. There are instructions for you on the checkout page as well. So we hope you'll place your order today. So I told you we talk about the screening quiz, but what is it and do you need to be smart to take it? To answer those questions, I'd like to welcome the Alliance's Kim Newcomer, Senior Manager of Medical Advocacy and Community Engagement. What a mouthful. Thank you for coming on, Kim.
Thanks for having me, Stephen. March is my favorite time of year. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kim Newcomer. I'm the Senior Manager of Medical Advocacy and Community Engagement at the Alliance. But more importantly, I'm a 14-year survivor of stage 4 rectal cancer. So I'm super excited to be with you all today and talk more about our screening quiz.
Wow, that is amazing, Kim. I think you deserve some thumbs ups and hearts for that. So if you're watching and you think Kim deserves that, give her a nice little like, right? So Kim, you're here to talk about the screening quiz.
Yes.
What is it? How can people use it?
Well, what's really important about our screening quiz is that it's March and we're trying to raise awareness for colorectal cancer. And the perfect way to do that is to visit our quiz.getscreened.org and learn when you should get for colorectal cancer and also share that with others. Now, you might be asking, what does it do? What do you do? All you have to do is answer a series of questions, and it gives you a free personalized screening recommendation based on your individual risk factors. And anyone can take this quiz. It's a very simple quiz. If you need help, you can always contact our patient and family support team. Our number is on the screening quiz homepage.
And I think it's also being put down in the comments too, so you can find it right there. So now, Kim, can people share this quiz with others?
Oh, yes. Like I said, it's March, Stephen. We want people to share the quiz. There is a button at the bottom. I think you're showing it right now. We can click on that and share our screening quiz.
That is awesome. So what happens after somebody takes the screening quiz, Kim?
Well, thanks for asking, Stephen. Now, if you are identified as a high-risk individual, our patient and family support navigators will reach out and encourage you to follow through with screening and provide support. And if you're not 45 or of average risk, you will also receive communications about your recommendation and updates from the Alliance so you can stay healthy well into the future.
That's awesome. So if you haven't been checked, head on over to quiz.getscreened.org to get your recommendation for free. So thank you, Kim, for being here.
Thank you, everyone. Share our quiz.
There we go. All right, so we have one more way for you all to get involved this March. I'd like to welcome my friends, Kate Shen, Peer-to-Peer Operations Coordinator, and Katie Golson, Manager of Peer-to-Peer Fundraising, to the stream. How are you two doing today?
So good, Stephen.
I love that. So, Katie, I think I'll put you on the big screen here. I hope that's okay. So on March 26th, the Alliance has something planned, and it's a pretty big deal. You two are running that show. So what exactly is happening?
Yeah, we're super excited to have our DC Scope It Out 5K on March 26th. And it is located at Freedom Plaza, which is showing up on your screen now. It's the largest 5K run/walk in the U.S. to raise awareness for colorectal cancer. You can go to CC Alliance/DC Scope It Out to register now. And actually, you can participate from anywhere in the US that you are. If you can't make it to DC, we get that not all of our allies are there. So if you register today, March 10th, you'll receive your t-shirt in the mail so you can match us all with Scope It Out t-shirts. And you can walk at your local park or in your local area with all of your family.
It's great. I'm really excited about this year's Scope It Out. Because we're trying something new and musical, which is basically my favorite thing in the world. So, what's going on?
Yes, Steven. So I'm so excited too. I love music as well. So we actually have James Casey, who is a CRC patient, and he's a New York and LA based multi-instrumentalist, singer, producer, composer, and he's also a native Washingtonian. And he will be our patient speaker during the opening ceremony. Before the actual event, his spring album is actually coming out. So he will perform one of his songs at the closing ceremony and be accompanied by Jennifer Jones, who is a CRC survivor and a longtime ally, and the first African-American Radio City Music Hall Rockette. And then Redline Addiction, a DC-based alternative rock band, will be keeping up the energy on the course for us. Super fun.
That's amazing. And fun fact, one of the members of Redline Addiction, the bass guitarist, is the husband of Amy Ganderson, who appeared earlier on this stream. So Kate and Katie, I am so happy you are here. One more question for you. After people register, what should they do and why?
Yeah, we'd love for everyone to continue to fundraise after you register. There's lots of resources on our site. You can repost and share to Facebook and get your friends who maybe don't live close to you involved. And as Katie talked about earlier, you can use the social media press kit and post yourself.
Thank you. I want to thank you both for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on March 26th at Scope It Out. All right, allies, that is all for today's Blue Bag Lunch. But before we go, why don't you try your mind at some of this trivia, and we'll see you back here next week, same time, same place, for the Blue Bag Lunch. Thank you so much for tuning in.